Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Namaste, namaskar. My name is Eddie Toro, and this channel, remember, it's about yoga, mudras, meditation, life experiences, the spiritual stuff, vegetarian food since I'm a vegetarian, mountain biking and hiking, and these days a little bit of Medellín and the surrounding area for pensioners, people who are pensioners and want to live here, or for people who are about to be pensioned or retired, and things like that, but none of the crazy kind of people that come here for the crazy type of stuff. So how safe is Medellín in 2025? This is the month of May, and we just came out of the bus terminal there. I wasn't using the bus. I came down by bus from where I live out in the countryside, and that's downtown over there. So we're taking the metro. Let's go. And we got the military boys, the Colombian military youngsters, the young bucks, army boys, army. I'm just getting on the metro here. It's kind of packed. So let's go. So I just got off here at Parque del Rio. And this is like the center, in a sense, of downtown Medellín. Very modern amenities here at the metro station if you wanted to get some juice, snacks, ATMs for some money. They even have a Dunkin' Donuts on the other side, on the other entry point. Buñuelo de Botero. You got the Botero sculptures over there. I'll make a video another day about that, but today's about safety and all that. As you can see, if you ever come down here, it's very interesting. They got the Palace of Culture there, or whatever it is, Palacio de la Cultura. Rafael Uribe. Y vea la gente, la policía ahí, están por ahí. The police are around there patrolling. You got all these informal employment people, informal workers. The informal economy is very high in countries like Colombia. And people selling out of their little buggies, baby buggies, transformed into little businesses. Then some of the strange things you see downtown. You go down there, you go to Veracruz Church or Chapel. So this area is safe during the daytime, but after dark, all of these areas in downtown Medellín in general, in this area, they get dangerous. Now I have my phone in my hand right now, and I'm recording. This is Parque de Berrío Park, and you got a lot of the shady characters here. So you have to be careful, because if you're holding out your phone like I am, but I'm confident about where I am and what I'm doing, so I'm not attracting negative energy. Somebody might come and snatch your phone out of your hand, especially if it looks like an iPhone or an expensive phone, and they'll run. And it's happened here before. I've seen a few instances where people got their phone snatched out of their hand, and the person just ran like hell, and you will never see that person again. And this is the Candelaria Church. Nah, I've never had any incidents here, except that once I remember a shoe shine dude. I got him to shine my shoes back in 1999, I think it was. And it was right over there, Berrío Park, on that side, towards the Colombia Avenue. And I didn't ask, because I always got my shoes shined. And it was always like that time, like 2,000 pesos back here, 20-something years ago. Like today would be maybe like 4,000 pesos. This hasn't gone up much. And I remember at the end of the shoe shine, the guy had something special, and then I asked him, hey, how much? And he told me 25,000 pesos at that moment, when it was only 2 or 3, maximum 5,000. So he charged me 5 times more. And I said, no, I'm not going to pay that. Are you crazy? And then 2 dudes immediately came up from behind him, like backing him up. So it was an intimidation tactic. I wasn't robbed, but I was scammed. And over here, I had another situation happen when I was here and getting my thing, like a plastification process that they offer here in some of these things. And I remember I got my cédula, my ID, like plastified. I don't even know what to call that in English anymore. And it was right here, right in this area, right here. And then it was also like a 2,000 peso thing, 3,000 at that time, back in 1999. And then the guy said, no, it was 15,000. I'm like, what, are you kidding me? Because I was speaking with still had a very American accent. In my Spanish, it was really, really tough. I mean, you could hear back in those days the accent, my American accent in my Spanish, even though I spoke very good Spanish at that time now. but I still hadn't, let's say, ironed out the wrinkles in terms of the American accent and my Spanish speaking. Today I still have a little bit, a wee bit. And then two guys also, when I told the guy I refused to pay that, you're robbing me, you're overcharging me. And then two guys also came up from behind him like intimidation tactics. So I decided to choose the path of peace rather than war and just fork it over, and then learn from that if you're in Medellín or anywhere in the world, ask for the price first. Ask for the price. So that way they don't scam you and you're not caught in a bind. So this is the, pardon, this is the Coltejer building here, probably the tallest building, the skyscraper, so to say, 42 or 43 floors high. And towards there on that pedestrian street here on Junín, this is Junín, you go all the way to Parque Bolivar Park. But I'm going up this way because I got to buy something for the dogs. So I'll keep talking in a moment about the safety situation. How safe is it? Well, I'll tell you this much before I forget. This is safer than play, and I'm going to use broken up terminology so that the AI doesn't fix its eye on me, because it's hearing, it's listening for things to pick up and then to, you know, flag you in terms of add to the. So the Hami, and I'm talking about the side, the Hami, and then, you know, the side rate per 100K in cities like, let's say, Baltimore right now. I think it's the highest. St. Louis, Missouri is the highest. ¿Qué se dice, muchachos? ¿Todo bien o no? La buena. Todos somos mujeres y hombres, ¿sí o no? Suerte. So, those are two street dudes, homeless characters, and on some kind of drugs. And they're saying something like about, I'm a woman in darkness, soy una mujer en la oscuridad. It's pretty safe, I think, right now for bikers to go on these bike paths. Not super safe because you have to be careful with the motorcyclists. That's a problem in Colombia. Safety in terms of crossing the street. Right now I can't cross it because the thing is red. St. Louis, Missouri. I saw that it was 59.7 per 100K. I was like, what? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's higher than Medellín. Medellín, it's only, for 2025, is 11.02. 11.02. And then I think Baltimore is like 40 something. And then you got these other places like Cleveland, Ohio. They're up there. They're way higher than Medellín. So you think about it. Look it up. The statistics are online. Look it up. So it's pretty safe here in terms of that part. And for foreigners like you and me, I'm a foreigner. Even though I have Colombian citizenship, I got it when I was 24 years old. So I'm a nationalized foreigner. But for foreigners here, you're pretty safe, except for those dimwit foreigners that like to be looking for the shady business that they get into in terms of looking for easy women, easy chicken lays, and they're looking for the substance abuse thing, and that's going to affect their situation in terms of their safety. This is La Oriental Avenue, but you don't want to be caught around here after dark in certain places because it's going to get dangerous, especially for foreigners. While it's warm, it's getting warm. The temperature's warm down here. There goes the Coltejer building. So Medellín overall, in the Medellín metro area, but Medellín is much safer than it was back in the late 80s and in all through the 90s. It was a dangerous time, and maybe even early 2000s, like 2000, 2001, 2002. But things started getting safer and better. And for a foreigner, and even for locals, it's pretty safe in general. You just can't go giving papaya. Remember, no de papaya. When you give papaya and all, that means you're exposing yourself. You're flashing the expensive things you have. You're wearing an expensive necklace or something that looks expensive. Look at this. This will not attract anybody. And wearing expensive watches. I don't have a watch. I don't wear a watch. My phone is my watch. And you're flashing your money. You're going to ATM points where there are criminals waiting to rob people. So it's better for you to stay safe. So it's very safe these days, as long as you don't flash or flaunt your stuff. like an expensive iPhone. If they see it's an iPhone and somebody sees it, I mean, the chances of you as a foreigner getting robbed are very low, as long as you just play it safe. Use your common senses and all of that, and that's it. And these people are very nice. I mean, I'm part paisa because of my mother and father. I forgot that this is not a walkway right here, that's a road. This is the sidewalk, but he has the right of way right here to go this way, but I don't think he's going to do that. Maybe he is. Paisa people are very nice in general, very kind people, very friendly. You just gotta be careful with cars. People, when they drive, they're not really prudent drivers, and you really have to be careful with with drivers, with the traffic. But like I said, people are very nice here in general, kind. And over here we have some street musicians playing something, and this guy's repairing watches, changing the batteries on a watch, cheap on the street. Just ask for the price. Oh wow, what a nice guy. The drummer, he told me I had left my money pouch open, and he signaled it. It's how nice that people are. Right after I turned off the camera, I didn't catch that, but they're singing some nice reggae type music. When I see a tree like this, I don't even know what it's called here in Colombia. I think of a banyan tree in India. But this is small compared to the one I saw in Bodh Gaya, or in a small village near Bodh Gaya in the state of Bihar. This is Colombia. One of the ladies that dress up in the Colombian colors, representing part of the culture. I'm just walking to Barrio Park here, and you got some foreigners here with a tour guide because they don't look local. Oh no, it's in Spanish, so they're Spanish. I mean, from Colombia or some other Latin American country during their tour. So I remember last year or 2.5 years ago, before I went to India, I think, I was going up the metro stairs there on this side, and I remember hearing a lady right down here saying, "Oh my God, they stole my phone!" She's screaming. It just had happened, and she just either got pickpocketed or it got snatched out of her hands. So it's safe during the daytime, but just don't go, flashing your stuff around. Don't look like a tourist with shorts and flip-flops, because that's how you really attract the attention here. But in the daytime, it's very safe. A lot of tourists come here on tours. Medellín Tours is one of them. It's called Medellín Tours, the company, or some others that they offer online. And they have a meeting point, and they take them through El Hueco over here, which is the bazaar area, the marketplace. They got all kinds of first copy knockoffs and whatever, like you see here all along the metro line under it. So I'm gonna go catch a bus, and we'll continue this talk in a moment. This is Colombian fruit called mamoncillo. It's pretty good, mamoncillo. I gotta catch a bus over here because I don't bring the truck. Well, my dad's truck down here is just too much traffic, and I have too much to do. It would be just very chaotic to get around downtown Medellín. Now this is a little mini mall here, plaza, food plaza, with all these kind of restaurants, Italian, burger station, other burgers, sushi market, and some whatever, and the Smart Fit gym on the second floor. This area is very safe. They got cafes here and all. Tostado, and you probably saw this in the video that I put up like a month ago. But right now it's raining, so Medellín, it does rain a lot, sometimes more than normal. And this is a very safe area. So safety in Medellín is pretty good compared to the way back in the past and all of that. Uva Curuba is a good kind of a yogurt, ice cream kind of place. I've eaten there twice. And you got a Tostado right over there, where you can have coffee, the gym, and all these residential units here that have been put up. Like I said, this place is very safe. You just don't want to go out here after 11 p.m. at night or 11:30 because it might get a little dangerous. ¿Qué se dice, hombre? ¿Cómo le va? So he's telling me that it's pretty safe around here. Just don't give papaya, no de papaya, because like one guy was standing here on the corner here recently, and he was talking on his phone, like chatting on it. And the guy told him, just get onto the sidewalk and give your back to the street, or just because you're gonna get robbed. And the guy didn't listen to him, and somebody came by on a motorbike that was looking for somebody to just snatch a phone from, and that's it. But he said everything else is pretty safe. So no de papaya. You got the papayas right there, so no de papaya. So Gustavo back there, this is calle 53, 53rd Street, coming all the way from the river. And Gustavo's over there. He sells avocados, papayas, bananas, and he's been here for 30 years. Oh man, there used to be a bakery here, and I just stepped into the water. Crap. Oh well, it's been raining. Oh, the bakery finished. It had been here for so many years on this corner. Oh well, that's life. So this is a very safe neighborhood, Los Colores. And right over here is El Diamante Shopping Center. That's where we're going to. And you got Mercados Carnes, and you got all these gated communities of apartment buildings. And it's very safe here. And you got the cash machines, ATMs, and all of that. So, yeah, it's a safe area. He said all that happens around here, and it's not much unless you're really exposing yourself, is getting your phone snatched out of your hand. But other kind of robberies, no. You really have to be unlucky. It's not a common thing. I'm just going to say it. There's a Robledo bus that overtook this Robledo bus, and we had the right of way to cross, and the guy didn't care. He ran the red light, like red and a half. And if I hadn't been looking, he would have hit me and probably killed me. So that's one thing that you really got to be careful with here in Colombia. Yeah, the pedestrian crosswalks are not safe because you think you have the right of way to cross with the little green light for pedestrians, but it's not going to happen. You have to really be alert. And that guy just overtook the other bus because he went around the other bus into the opposite lane, the opposite way, and just said screw that. And it has happened so many times, and some people have gotten hurt here over the years, or even gone with the wind. So we're inside El Diamante, one of the oldest little shopping centers here in Medellín, with the new extension. They got a Papa John's back there, but it's not my deal. And there's a foreigner right here right now. This guy, he definitely looks more like a Viking. And this has been here since the 80s. So you can find stuff here and everything, but it's better to go to a real mall, or you can come here and maybe get some deals. And it's safe. So we just came around the other end. That's Colombia over there, calle 50. And this is El Diamante. Dollar City, right there, it says up there, El Diamante. So I'm going to end this video right now and just say that there are very safe neighborhoods in Medellín. Crap, I'm slipping because these shoes are slippery and it's rained a lot. I was going to do a live stream today, but I'm not going to do it for now. So that's the stadium complex, Atanasio Girardot, with all the sports complex and everything. In calle 50, calle Colombia here. And we're going towards the metro line over there, the stadium metro station. And there are very safe neighborhoods in Medellín, like Los Colores is pretty safe. And I got that information from Gustavo. And you got places like Laureles, pretty safe in general. Poblado, doesn't mean you're not going to get robbed, because there's a chance of getting robbed. But those are the safe neighborhoods. Maybe Conquistadores, Poblado, which has many neighborhoods within that region. And here, over here, we got the stadium neighborhood that's called Estadio over here, or something. So yeah, if you want to know more, you can contact me on Instagram or through email, and we'll see. Bye bye. That's it for now. It's pretty safe, but you be the judge. You don't have to believe what I say. Just, these motorcycles come very quickly and they'll just run over you. You gotta wait for this thing to turn green, but still, you have to be careful because some people run the red light. Bye bye. So I'm gonna summarize everything about Medellín. Summary: it's very safe in 2025 in general. Just don't give papaya. Don't expose yourself to getting robbed. Don't flash your things around. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't take yellow cabs. Take Uber. Use the Uber app instead. And all. Be careful where you take money out from in terms of ATM machines. The best bet, safest bet, is to go to a shopping center, a mall, like a Tesoro, if you're near one of those big ones, and take money out there, because there's a lot of security there, so they know when somebody's hanging around for too long or trying to scope out the place, because the security is very tight. With security cameras at the malls like Santa Fe Mall, or Tesoro Mall, or Oviedo Mall, or Viva Envigado Mall, or these other malls in Medellín, and all of that. So I really recommend you visit, and if you want to stay living here, just talk to me or talk to Medellín Buzz, Andrew. Medellín Buzz, I'll leave his channel link in the description box below, because he really has the track record and can really help you way more than I can right now. But I've been here for 26 years. He's been here for 14, but his focus is that, but I know a lot of the ins and outs too, so I can offer to help. And if you want to consult me for free for 30 minutes with a video call on Google, you just send a message to my email with your email, and we'll schedule it, and we'll see what schedule fits us. If you need any more information after that, I'll charge you for it for another video call after that. But the first 30 minutes will be free consultation. And Medellín is very safe. In these places like here where we are at the San Antonio Metro Station after dark, or Veracruz Church or Parque Rio after dark, it gets dangerous. So you have to be aware of your surroundings. But Medellín is very good. A lot of more tourists coming here, foreigners from the States, from Canada, from Europe, and all that. And remember, I'm not here to help people with funny business. Serious people, mature people who are interested in living here or being here for at least 6 months. And none of that crazy stuff of disrespecting women or looking for illegal activities. No, that's not with me. You gotta go somewhere else. That's it. Enjoy the remaining part of the video.